So day 2, I did not record any coding sessions here, so we're just going to run through the REXX solution. The puzzle was fairly simple. You got lines of data where each line had to be checked if it was a ascending or descending sequence with a maximum, a maximum change of 1 or 2 or 3. And then you had to see if those reports were safe or unsafe. You can see here in the example that, well, you can see it better here, that 76421 is safe because they are all, at most 3 apart, but they are descending. This one isn't because it's, a bigger jump here from 2 to 7 and so forth. So in REXX that was fairly easy to do. I have the solution here. This is running with the test data obviously, but since we had finished it we can comment that out. I decided that we're unsafe by default, and then we determine the first 2 levels. We can see if we're ascending or descending, and if they're the same then it's definitely not a valid report, so we can iterate to the next line. If we get past that point, we've already checked the first digit of the report, so we're gonna use the words function to read the next ones. If we're descending, and they're good, then we're good. But if they are not good, meaning they are too far apart, we leave and go to the next report. Same if we're ascending, but then obviously the arguments are flipped over. If we've passed all through this, I'll just move it to here. If we passed all through this, we've checked another value in the report, and when we're done we see how many words of the report we checked. If that's equal to the number of digits, words in the report, then we are done. So that was a pretty easy thing to solve. But then let's switch back to the browser here. On day 2 we had to do some checks to make sure that it would remove one thing to see if it would be valid then. So all the unsafe reports could turn safe when the dampener removed 1 digit, which could be any 1 digit of the stream. So for that, let's go here. I had to move that function to a function, right? That check it bit, which is just the same thing, all the same, but just a function that returns the number of checked digits in the report or levels. So then we could first check if it was valid, and then we add the score. And if it wasn't, we're just going to loop through all the levels in the report and then remove each and every one of them until we find one that works, and then we count that as a valid one as well. Very basic, very simple, and it worked like a charm. So yeah, that was good.